The global oil market is undergoing a significant transformation as BRICS countries assert their influence, particularly with the recent inclusion of Saudi Arabia, Iran, Argentina, Egypt, Ethiopia, and the United Arab Emirates. This expansion positions BRICS to control a substantial share of the world's oil supplies, fundamentally reshaping energy dynamics and enhancing the bloc's geopolitical leverage. The enhanced presence of these oil-rich nations allows BRICS to coordinate policies that could impact global oil prices and supply chains. By uniting major oil producers, BRICS aims to challenge the established norms of energy trade and redefine how oil is priced and exchanged. This cooperative effort signals a shift toward a more multipolar energy landscape where BRICS countries work together to maximize their interest in the global market. As BRICS strengthens its foothold in the energy sector, it also seeks to challenge the Western financial systems that impose restrictive conditions on international trade. Institutions like the International Monetary Fund, IMF, and the World Bank, heavily influenced by the US and European nations, have long dictated terms that many BRICS nations consider unfair. In response, BRICS has developed alternatives, most notably the New Development Bank, NDB, which provides financing without the stringent conditions typically associated with loans from these Western institutions. This year, BRICS has intensified efforts to reduce its dependency on the US dollar in global trade. With sanctions on Russia catalyzing this shift, countries like China and India are increasingly conducting transactions in local currencies. This trend toward de-dollarization reflects a growing desire among BRICS members to bypass Western financial systems and assert their economic independence. To further diminish the power of Western-controlled systems, BRICS is exploring the creation of its own payment infrastructure that would bypass SWIFT, the global messaging network often used as a tool for sanctions. By establishing a BRICS-specific payment system, member countries can trade more freely and reduce their vulnerability to external pressures. Politically, BRICS has become a haven for nations impacted by sanctions. Russia, for example, has managed to maintain trade ties despite Western sanctions by leveraging its relationships within BRICS. China and India continue to import Russian oil, demonstrating how the bloc collectively resists external pressures and maintains economic stability. The inclusion of Saudi Arabia, Iran, and the UAE amplifies BRICS' influence over the global energy market. These nations, alongside Russia, control a significant share of the world's oil and gas reserves. This newfound energy alliance enables BRICS to reshape pricing and trade policies. Discussions are already underway about trading oil in currencies other than the US dollar, signaling a potential shift away from the petrodollar system that has dominated for decades. Saudi Arabia, traditionally aligned with the US, has expressed a willingness to diversify its oil trade, which could further undermine the dollar's dominance in global energy markets. As BRICS members coordinate their energy strategies, the implications for global trade and finance could be profound. However, BRICS faces internal challenges. India and China have historical territorial disputes, and Brazil often navigates its relationships with both the US and BRICS. Despite these complexities, the collective aim of reducing dependency on US-influenced institutions like the IMF and World Bank keeps the bloc united. In addition to economic and political cooperation, BRICS is advancing its technological agenda. The potential creation of a digital BRICS currency is under discussion, aiming to facilitate trade without reliance on Western-dominated financial systems. Exploring blockchain technology and digital solutions could enable smoother intra-BRICS transactions and enhance economic ties. Ultimately, the rise of BRICS is more than an economic phenomenon. It represents a fundamental shift in the global order. As the bloc grows in power and influence, institutions like the IMF and World Bank must adapt to this new reality. With its new members and assertive stance in energy and finance, BRICS is poised to challenge the established global order and foster a new multipolar world.